Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Toy of the Day. I'm your host, Khalil, here at castorscorner.com. Make sure you check out our podcast, also the Cornercast at cornercast.com. You can also head to our Instagram. So today's Toy of the Day is actually a 2-pack of figures from Mcfarlane Toys. I am a huge Nightwing fan, Robin fan in general, so I thought it only fitting that we take a look at my favorite character and his first replacement. These two are part of a 2-pack that will be available here at Target sometime in 2021. But we know how well Target fulfills their pre-orders, so I went to CMD store and got these almost a month ago now. They've been sitting and waiting for a review, and I'm pretty happy with them. This Red Hood is going to be coming out later as a single card. This Nightwing, however, is not going to be released. This should be I didn't pull out the old one, but this is pretty much the original Nightwing with red colors. This Red Hood is mostly new parts. So this 2-pack is a pretty good 2-pack. They were posed in the box. When they pose them in the box, the problem with the Mcfarlane figures is they have a softer piece that covers, for lack of a better way to say it, their crotch. And when they're pre-posed in the box, that creates a lip along here that kind of ruins the lines of the figure. So if they ever pose them with the legs up, which they did with Nightwing, so that he was like this in the box, it then bends this plastic that kind of deforms after a while. I'm sure if I heated it up, it would kind of smooth it out, but I really wish they would just pose them normally in the box, just straight up and down. But they're going for something dynamic. He does come with his fighting sticks. They do clip onto his back, which is a really nice feature. I always like when characters can hold their weapons. He can reach back and get his stick. Excuse me. They are bendy, so it won't hold its shape. As you can see, this is not straight at all. But those are easier to... And it's gone. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. They actually, excuse me, they can clip on pretty well. They hold pretty good. These clips in the back are also a little more malleable, so they can be tightened up if you need to tighten them up. But it's a nice feature to be able to have him hold his weapons as well as reach them. So that's pretty good. I like the proportions on him. I think they're really good. I think the face sculpt is some of the best work they've done. I know it's a little bright to see, but he's got a pretty good one. I'll throw some pictures up on Instagram after this so you can see them. But overall, I mean, it's a Nightwing figure, so I'm in. I'm sold for the most part. So that's Nightwing. Now, Jason Todd, on the other hand, I've got some notes for them. And I'm sure they'll be addressed at a later release that we will then have to buy. Because that seems to be the pattern a little bit. So this Jason Todd, now we've gotten a few Red Hoods of this kind in the past year. This is actually the third Red Hood figure I've bought this year. It has its advantages. It is bigger, of course. It's 7 inches versus the 6-inch ones we've got. One of the 6-inch ones we've gotten. The metallic on the helmet is a really nice touch. I really like that look. The eyes are inlaid, so it's a little bit deeper. You get depth that it actually is a mask. He's got his holsters, which can holster his 2 pistols right there. And what's nice about him, even though this is a mass market figure that will be sold to kids, even though this is more of a collectible figure, the guns do come out. He can hold them. He does have trigger fingers, and they do look good. They've got a little bit of a finish on them, so they're not flat. They're a little silver. They're a little metallic, so they're not too flat. And he can put them back in the holster like he's taking it out. So he can have that look. Now, the problem lies in his neck joint, for me at least. It's a big deal for me, at least, that figures can look up and down and around. So the collar, number one, restricts the movement. Number two, the helmet, the way it is, he can look down, but he cannot look any farther up than that. So you could bend him to look up, but his head won't go any farther. He did not come with the swappable head, so you do not get a Jason Todd portrait, which the DC multiverse from Mattel did have. And I would say he is pretty on par with the DC collectibles, DC Direct Essentials figure. The difference is this one is a lot sturdier. Like I said yesterday with yesterday's review with the Shazam and the Black Adam, those are a matte finish. They're a little more fragile. They're a little more delicate. This guy, I can sit here and bend the joints all day long. They've got the ratchet joints, so you can hear them bend. Arms are fine, head's fine, neck's fine. He's been tossed around, put in boxes. There's no problem here. Hopefully he won't break as I'm doing this. He's got waist articulation and at the abs, or the mid section there. So he's posable. He looks good. He's not fragile. The only thing that would have made him better would be to have an unmasked Jason Todd head. That would have elevated this figure to pretty much perfect. But the way McFarlane's been doing things, I can't imagine that in the next year we won't see this revisited either as another single card. There's a single card coming, or as a 2-pack or a multi-pack or something that'll give us an unmasked Jason Todd head, because I think that would really make this the definitive Jason Todd for a lot of people. I really like the colors. I really like the tone. The red really pops on the chest. The black matte really works with him. All the little details on the costume work really well. I was thinking, this is what Todd says. It's really cool. Isn't it really cool how they got all the details? But overall, I think this is one of the better figures that they've done. It's one of my favorites of the line. So thank you guys for watching. Check out Nightwing and Red Hood coming to Target soon, maybe. God knows with them. But CMD store had these in stock. Mike's Comics and stuff, I don't know if he'll get them in stock. But you can look elsewhere if you need to find these guys, because I think they're worth picking up, especially if you're a Robin fan. Thanks for watching. Remember to check out the Instagram. We're at Kastor's Corner on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as here on YouTube. And remember to check out the podcast, cornercast.com, KORNERCAST.com, for the updates. And our 2-hour holiday special is airing now, and we'll be back with new episodes after the new year. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.